obviously I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance Palette, and I'm going to start off by taking the shade Burnt Orange on a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to be applying this as my transition shade, so just all over my crease.
I can only say that it feels right, it feels right, it feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right, it feels right, it feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right.
Next, I'm taking the shade Realgar, I think that's how you say it, on a more dense brush. This is a Coastal Scents brush. It's similar to MAC 217, like I say in almost all my videos, but I'm just going to be taking that shade and applying it into the outer corner mainly, focusing it there as well as in the crease, and a little bit to the inner corner as well. Now I'll be taking the shade Love Letter from the palette and just applying this with a Smashbox blending brush, and I'm going to be distributing this everywhere in the crease and as well as on my lid. It's not a big deal if it gets on the lid. So I wanted a brown base that I know would last a long time, so I'm taking the Dip Brow from Anastasia Beverly Hills and just applying this all over my lid, not taking it too far up into the crease because I'll be taking this next shade, which is Cyprus Umber, I think that's how you say it. It's just a matte brown, and I'm just going to be applying it with a flat brush and also kind of dragging my brush along the edges to help distribute the product out more. And then I'm going to be taking a little pencil brush in that same brown and just focusing it directly into the crease to help clear any harsh lines. Now I'll be mixing the shades Love Letter and Red Ochre on that first brush that I used for Realgar, and I'm just going to be doing the same thing, just blending it until it is very seamless and there are no harsh lines at all. I feel like I'm butchering all these names, but just taking Vermeer, I'm just applying this as my brow highlight as well as my inner corner, but I don't show me doing that. Now I'm taking the Ciate London and the Olivia Palermo collection, and this is their smoked out gel kohl liner pencil. It is my absolute favorite. I recommend it 100%. It is very pigmented, easy to blend, and it lasts a very long time. And I just applied that on my waterline and my lower lash line, and then I'm going to just be blending it out with that same little pencil brush with a little bit of all the shades all together, mainly focusing it on being the brown because that's where I want it darkest, but it does not matter what you do. Now I'm just going to be taking, I believe I used the L'Oreal True Match foundation, and I'm just applying it with the Real Techniques complexion sponge. And then for concealer, I'm just using my fingers to apply it. I use the Coastal Scents 10 shade camouflage palette, and I believe it's the lightest one that I use, but I could be wrong. I think I mixed the first and the second one together, but I'm just using my finger to apply this underneath my eyes, the middle of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, as well as on my chin. And then I will also just be using the same sponge to just blend everything out as best as I can. Since it is a lot lighter, I really want to make sure it's blended out very nicely so it's not too harsh and just bright white under my eye. And then to set that, I'm just taking the banana shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette, and I'm just going to be using that to set the concealer. For contouring, I'm using that same camouflage concealer palette from Coastal Scents, just obviously one of the darker shades. And I'm just using a little brush to map out where I want the contour to be. And then once again, I will just be using the same Real Techniques sponge to blend all of that out.
This is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back, girl.
So to set that, I'm just taking the two end shades from the same contour palette and just applying it over the cream, like I said, to just set it and to just bring a little bit more color to my cheeks and around my forehead as well. And to bake, I'm just using the Airspun translucent powder underneath the contour on both sides of my cheeks to clean it up. For blush, I'm also using a Ciate London product. I believe this is Seaside Park, and I'm just using the blush side to just apply the blush, and then taking the Benefit Watts Up highlighter, I'm just applying that on my cheekbones and blending it in with my finger. And then to set that product, since it is a cream, I'm using the highlighting shade from the contour palette, which I believe is called Sand, and I'm just doing that all over my cheekbones. And for my lips, I'm going to be taking the Scrub Sticks from Ciate London. I love this. It's very moisturizing. It helps exfoliate, so I think it's great to use when you're using a liquid lipstick, although the ones I'm going to be using are very moisturizing on their own, but that just makes it, 10 times better. But to outline my lips, I'm just taking this NYX lip liner in the shade Auburn, and then to put over that, I will be using the Ciate London liquid. So first I'm taking the liquid velvet from Ciate London in VooDoo and just applying this all over my lips. This is a pretty fall color. It looks brown in the packaging, but I guess it just depends what's underneath or your skin tone, but it does look more burgundy. And then afterwards I'm going to be taking the liquid velvet in Diva and just applying that on top of that to get a more vampy look. And then I'm just going to be cleaning it up with some mascara, with some concealer. And this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I absolutely love this palette, so I'm very happy to have created a fall look, since I think a lot of the colors go with the fall season. So a collab with my friend Natasha. Don't forget to check her video out. She's awesome, and I'm so happy she asked to do a collab. But I don't have anything else to say other than don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment on what else you'd like to see. Other than that, I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.
Right, girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right.